Oh, you know it's summertime and you got to take care of your skin in the summer, really all year long, but for sure in the summer when you're out on the beaches and doing yard work and things of that nature. Stacey Edwards is a dermatology certified nurse practitioner at Novant Health, Premier Dermatology in Winston-Salem. So let's kind of talk about what's the biggest mistake people make when it comes to skin and sun protection in the summer.
The thing I see the most is just improper application. Either they don't apply enough sunscreen, or most people apply about a third of the amount they actually need, or not reapplying it frequently enough.
Okay, so let's think. We've got a bottle of sunscreen, right? It's like 8 ounces. And we're
hmm
supposed to use how much if we're going to do our whole body?
So you want to use about the equivalent of what's in a shot glass or 3 tablespoons on your whole body and about a teaspoon on your face.
Okay, so if you've got 4 or 5 people in the family, you're probably going to make a really big dent in that
hmm
sunblock bottle,
hmm
right? If not, you're not putting on
Absolutely.
enough.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. And so when we put it on, I'm sure application also matters, whether it's lotion or whether it's a spray.
Yes, you want to make sure you're getting it evenly distributed and rubbed in. Sometimes sprays are not giving you as good a coverage as maybe a cream would, and you want to make sure and not, breathe that in as well. Sprays can be helpful for like the scalp, in your part line to protect that. It's helpful for kids when you've got a lot of kids to cover and things like that.
Gotcha, but that's not what you should be doing for your whole body kind of thing. If you want like all the coverage. What about SPF? Everybody's always like, well, I use a 15 or I use a 30. Is that enough or do I need to go full on like 75?
So a lot of people get kind of confused and think the higher the better. And while it does provide more protection, really, if you're not, we would rather you use the right amount of SPF 30 versus using SPF 70 and not enough. You want to make sure you're applying. The American Academy of Dermatology really prefers like an SPF of at least 30, and that's going to protect you against those rays that cause sunburns. And so it provides about 97% of coverage against the UVB rays. So you just want to make sure you're, you know, uh, applying it evenly to your skin, and applying it every 1.5 to 2 hours is really key. That's where most people fall off the wagon. They just don't remember to reapply it, or um, they might not put it on their lips or their scalp, their ears, their feet. They miss those kind of crucial areas.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you where are some places that people commonly miss? And for sure, the top of the feet. And then you always hear people say, oh my gosh, and I can't wear shoes now.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's no fun.
Beyond sunscreen, are there some other better ways for us to protect our skin when we're outside for a long period of time?
So one of my favorite things is a wide brimmed hat, because that protects our ears, our nose, our scalp. It's just a really smart way to protect ourselves. A long sleeve shirt. Some people will even wear like driving gloves because when you're holding the steering wheel, you're getting exposed to sun that way as well. And yeah, so just a long sleeve shirt, some protective clothing can be very, very helpful. And then avoiding those times like between 10 and 4 when the sun is at its height, is also a wise thing to do.
Okay, let's talk about what happens if we do, in fact, get a sunburn, because the majority of people will probably get a little bit of a sunburn somewhere. What is the best way to treat it?
So the best way to treat a sunburn is you want to stay inside, obviously. Don't keep re-exposing your skin. You want to try to cool off the skin with like cool compresses, a cool bath. You can put, a moisturizing cream that doesn't have fragrance in the refrigerator and then apply it to your skin. That can feel nice and soothing. You want to avoid aftercare like sun lotions that have ingredients like benzocaine because that can often be irritating to your skin. Make sure and stay hydrated. It's a good idea to take like ibuprofen or aspirin if you're able to take those medications because that can help with discomfort and inflammation. And you just want to avoid picking it if you get blisters. You want to avoid picking at the blisters because that can cause infections and even scarring.
Yeah, I was about to ask because everybody, you get a little peel and stuff like that, and that's what they do then, right? They peel the rest of it down, and you say just leave it alone.
Leave it alone. The
All
top
right.
of the blister actually protects our skin. It's kind of like a little roof on our skin.
Okay, so it is not good to pop the blister, and you heard it right there from the dermatologist person. Okay, we appreciate your time and your expertise, and if you need to send this to someone who always says, oh, I need to get that good base tan or that burn first, they definitely need to watch this. It'll be in the Who Wants to Know section of our website. All right, hey, Tim, there's